So my project for today is replace the steering linkage on this 97 Jeep Grand Cherokee. If you follow me under here, you'll see we have this crazy looking drag link connected at the pitman arm that flows to the passenger side steering knuckle. And the tie bar connects from the drag link to the driver's side steering knuckle. I'm replacing everything, including this worn out steering stabilizer.
Jungle.
So after jacking up the front end, supporting the axle with jack stands, remove the front tires, then grab some needle nose pliers and remove the cotter pin from the drag link connected at the pitman arm. To remove the ball stud from the pitman arm, you can use a pickle fork, but I'll be using the ball joint separator with a 22mm socket instead. Then remove the cotter pin from both tie rod ends. You'll need to use a 19mm socket to remove the castle nuts. Thread the castle nut back on until it sits flush with the stud, then hit it with a hammer to free it from the steering knuckle. With the steering linkage disconnected, the only thing holding it to the axle is the steering stabilizer. You'll need an 18mm wrench to hold the nut still on the back side while you remove the bolt with a 15mm socket. So this is what a leaky steering stabilizer looks like, and this is what a played out tie rod end sounds like. But we have no problems, only solutions. The new linkage came with different size adjustment sleeve and thread count, so we have to loosely assemble the new parts, then take measurements from the old parts and adjust the new linkage accordingly. 38. I'm using a 14mm wrench with an 18mm socket to tighten up the adjustment sleeve just to keep the tie rod end from spinning on me. 42.5 inches. After you finish setting the measurements, slide the new linkage into place and hand tighten the castle nuts. And now it's time to get this steering stabilizer situated. The new part comes with a bag full of hardware. You want to grab this piece and stick this end through the bushing, and the tapered end goes through the drag link. Put the washer on the back, then hand tighten the nut. You'll have to reuse the old hardware for the axle side, then use a little anti-seize on the tapered end before putting it through the drag link. Then put the nut on hand tight, install all the Zerk fittings, and tighten them down with a 7mm wrench.